Hello and welcome. My name is Van. Welcome to today's tutorial on percentage and the concept of total. A relatively simple question, but it's made into a P5, P6 question with the introductions of percentage. Let's take a look at this. 2014 Mary Stella High, Preliminary Paper 2, Question 17. On Friday, shirts in a shop were sold at $30 each. On Saturday, a discount was given on all shirts, and the total number of shirts increased by 20%. The total amount of money collected increased by 14%. Part A. What was the price of a shirt on Saturday? 3 marks. Part B. What was the percentage discount given by each shirt on Saturday? 2 marks question. So primarily, I said this is a very simple question, just like if a packet of chicken rice costs you $2 and I bought 5 packets, what is the total amount of money spent? You'll say 5 times $2, which gives me $10. So it's the same thing. If I spend $10 on 5 packets of chicken rice, how much would 1 packet of chicken rice cost me? Simple as that. But you must know the percentage well. If you don't, then you may have a problem attempting this question, and that's where you know where your weakness or strength is. It seems difficult, 5 marks, the last second question, but it's not difficult at all. Okay, let's take a look further. So, always tell yourself, it's like what I listed just now, the example of the chicken rice. You think of a similar problem. In this case, what you don't know is the exact number of shirts in the shop, and of course the total amount of money collected. But bear in mind the total amount of money collected will tie in with the number of shirts. So if I know the number of shirts, I know the total amount of money. So basically you only have one unknown, right? If let's say, okay, so bear in mind that the total amount of money collected will be equal to the number of shirts times the price of the shirt. If you have 1 shirt, total amount spent will be 1 times $30. And of course, if you have 20 or 10 shirts, you have $300 spent or collected. Right, as simple as that. So, before I proceed further, I want you to take a look at this example here. Very similar to the question, or rather, I just input some hypothetical number so that I give you a very better understanding on how I derived certain figures. And if you realize that you are not able to catch up with me, I'm trying to slow down already. Okay, not in terms of that. What I mean is that if you are not able to come up with the figure that I came up, please check your work, check your fundamentals. That is where a lump is wrong. So you need to know percentage, because that is your very important concept here. So let's take a look. Let's say hypothetically that 10 shirts were sold on Friday. So the total amount of money collected on Friday would be 10 times $30, and they give you $300. So on Saturday, what is the number of shirts sold? Well, we saw that the statement is that the number of shirts sold increased by 20%. So it is making reference with respect to Friday. So Friday is your base. Friday is 100%. 20% of 100% will be 120%. So the number of shirts sold will be 120% of that of Friday. You see that? So you should be able to get 12 shirts sold on Saturday based on our example here. And likewise, you'll be able to calculate based on Friday's collections, Friday's money collected, to work out what is the amount collected on Saturday. Again, take a look at the statement. Maybe I use a pen to highlight it. So the total amount of money collected increased by 14%. Again, reference is made with respect to Friday. Friday's amount of money collected. So Friday is 100%, Saturday will be increased by 40%, will be 100 plus 14, which is 114%. So you should be able to get $342. And if you can't, then check your fundamentals again. But if you really can't, don't panic, because I'm going to teach you how to do it later. So if you realize that at this point in time you are not able to come up with 12 and 342, please go and check through your fundamentals on percentage. So easy as that. So you know the total amount of money collected is 342, and you know the number of shirts, you know the price of one shirt. Okay, see, that is $28.50. But of course you may argue, this is just a hypothetical example. I'm just trying to say that it's 10 shirts. There wasn't any I don't know the number of shirts. Yeah, true enough, I don't know what is the exact number of shirts. But can I call it a certain number of units? I can. This is what you have been doing. Let's take a look at this example. Mary used 1/5 of her money to buy something, blah blah blah. And the first thing that comes to your mind is that you will call Mary's money to be 5 units. The same logic here. Okay, coming back to this question, if the number of shirts sold on Friday is 10 units, the total amount of money collected on Friday will be, again like what I said, number times the price, or in terms of value, which is 10 units, multiplied by $30, and that give you 300 units dollars. Okay, you see the words units here, meaning to say that I am not suggesting that it's $300. I'm not suggesting that it's 10, but I just want to call it a certain number of units because I see the word percentage here. You see here 20%. So this tells me that I may want to use 100 units, 10 units, or even 5 units, because whatever 20% of 5 units will give me 1. Likewise, 20% of 100 units will give me 20 units. I want to have whole number eventually. That is the reason why I choose a certain number of units. But of course, you can also argue that you want to use 1 units. Yes, you want to use 1 units, then you end up with decimal, you end up with fraction. So please don't, because the moment students have fraction units, they realize that they can't manage it. So whole numbers for units. That's the reason why. So continue for that. Since we know Friday, the number of shirts sold on Friday, we should know the number of shirts sold on Saturday. Like what I said just now, in the example before, that with respect to Fridays, the number of shirts sold on Saturday must be 20 plus 100, because the Friday is your base, is your 100%, and 20 plus 100 will be 120%. So as what I said, Friday is the base, is your 100%, so 100% of the shirt is 10 units. So reduce it 1%. Because a lot of times I see that students are not able to manage the numerator, denominator, they all got confused. Numerator becomes denominator and vice versa. So always reduce to 1% if you are not sure, if not confident. Reduce to 1%, so 1% will be 10 out of 100 units. So what is 120% of the shirt? That would be 10 out of divided by 100 units times 120, that give you 12 units. So on Saturday, 12 units of shirts were sold, right? And if we know that, the next thing we also know is the total amount of money collected on Saturday, because as I said just now, reference will be made that the total amount of money collected increased by 14%. So on Saturday there was an increase of 40% with respect to Friday. Again, Friday becomes your 100%. Alright, so 100% of the money collected will be $300 units. So again, reduce to 1%. 1% of the money will be 300 over 100 units dollars. So what is 114%? And that is the amount of money collected on Saturday. That will be 342 units dollars, or dollars unit. Alright, so the next part, with these 2 pieces of information, again, maybe I use like that. This 12 units and 342 units dollars, we'll be able to know the number of shirts, the price of the shirt on Saturday, right? Then I spent $10 on 5 packets of chicken rice, so, or rather, I spent $10 on 5 packets of chicken rice, so one packet of chicken rice will cost me $2. The same logic. 342 units dollars divided by 12 units, and that gives you $28.50. 3 marks question. Easiest, simple as that. But this hinges on your knowledge of percentage. If you are not sure or uncertain or don't know how we derive, now is the time to pick up your percentage again to understand what is it all about. So percentage discount given for each shirt, of course you must find out what is the discount. From $30 becomes $28.50. There's a drop off $1.50. And the denominator is the original price on Friday, because now you have a percentage discount, so it must be a higher price prior to that, right? Otherwise there shouldn't be a discount. So over the original price that is on Friday will give you 5%. So that's it. Simple as that. 5 marks, easily conquered, right? Happy doing, happy learning, and have fun. That's the end. See you again.